So did RR Donnelley cause a service interruption for Vanguard? RR Donnelley and Vanguard are two of my favorite brands. RR Donnelley because of their command of the print and communication market. I'm sure you know who they are. And Vanguard because of their low-cost index fund. So I feel bad even sharing this with you, but I think it's really important. Here's what happened. Towards the end of December, during that kind of slow week between Christmas and New Year's, I was trying to access some Vanguard services off of their website. I use it for a variety of different investment accounts. But unfortunately, what I was trying to do just didn't work. So I picked up the phone and I called their 800 number. And when I did that, a message from their CEO was playing. And he apologized, stating that they had a really long queue. And I remember thinking, hey, that's kind of interesting. I wonder why they have him giving this message. So I waited for about an hour and then I just gave up and I hung up. So during that time, I was also, during that slow week, trying to reevaluate aspects of my family's personal stock portfolio. And as I often do, I know this sounds super nerdy, but I was reading through SEC filings to look for interesting info. I do this for two reasons. Three reasons. One is I'm a dork. Two, because I was reevaluating different investment positions. And thirdly, because I like bringing you this kind of insight from different publicly held companies as it pertains to print and direct mail, because often you'll find some really interesting insights. In fact, a little ways back, I found this really interesting article that you see here on the screen. And I wrote up an article, put it up on LinkedIn. And as a side note, this one post here turned into a $160,000 contract per year from this article. So it pays to find this kind of info and share it with your market. And from that moment when I shared this, I've gotten hooked to going in and looking for these things and then sharing them out with the community. Anywho, I found something super interesting in RR Donnelley's 8K filing. And here's what it says. It says on December 27, 2021, RR Donnelley announced that it had recently identified a systems intrusion in its technical environment. The company has put in some measures to address the situation. They've engaged a cybersecurity expert to examine the incident and to put appropriate remedial actions in place. The company is actively engaged in restoring the impacted systems. At this time, the company is not aware of any compromise of client data, and they go on to talk a little bit more about that. So you can see that here, and I can put a link below if you want to see the full report. Now, I didn't connect the issues I was having with Vanguard and this RR Donnelley information until a few days later. I saw this, and it said that Vanguard was having website issues involving, quote, a third-party mailing and check processing vendor. Now, I couldn't find which service provider they're talking about, and I'm not even 100% certain on this, okay? I can't tell you how I know this or why I know this, but I've been around the industry, print and mail for a while. I'm pretty sure that RR Donnelley services Vanguard. If you know, tell us in the comments if you know something I maybe am forgetting here. So what I'm wondering is, could RR Donnelley have contributed to the website issues because of some sort of hack? I don't know, but it seems very coincidental based on these things that I'm seeing here. So I think there's a few lessons for us here. Number one, it pays to look into SEC filings. That $160,000 contract I mentioned to you, I can tell you more about if you want to know how that kind of thing happens, how you can make that happen for yourself. Love to talk to you about that. Secondly, printers and communication companies need to consider security, right? We know that. Breaches happen even to the best organizations. SOC 2 and other certifications and audits are increasingly table stakes for companies like ours and companies like yours and many of our clients. So if you found this useful, consider subscribing, following, or sharing this content. Take care. Have a wonderful day.